How's it going, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T back with another video, another voiceover. For those of you guys that tune in regular, you know I do the voiceover because Jim's playing music in the background and I don't want to get copyrighted. And for those that are new, that's the reason why we do the voiceover, until we can figure out something better. Maybe getting another device so I can do video within video, kind of overlay it so that way you can at least see me while I'm reacting to this rather than just hearing my voice. But that's for another time. This workout is from August 25th 2025. It's going to be a legs and abs workout, and we're going to start off with a set of leg extensions to failure, and then we'll immediately move on to a set of squats to failure. For our rep range, we're looking at 10 to 15 for the extensions and 8 to 12 for the squats. But as I've said in many of my other videos, if we were going for a particular rep range, which might be 8 to 12, if we get to 12 and we got more left, then we'll go past that, which isn't going to be the case in any of the exercises for these, or for this video. But the key thing is we're going to failure. So and it's just one set, and I've already warmed up prior to starting the video. Warmed up with a few sets of squats, 2 or 3 sets, and the number of warm-up sets I do just depends on kind of how I feel after I start warming up. So, and they're just warm-up sets, they're not working sets. So we're gonna hit, I think, 11 or 12 reps here. Then we'll move on over to the squat rack, but I'm trying to keep my hands from being closed around the handles too much. Trying not to use my arms for leverage if I can avoid it. I'm trying to just use the quads here, which is the idea of the leg extensions, is to isolate the quads, which we just completed that. So we'll move on over to the squats, and this is going to be the compound exercise of the superset. Our glutes, hamstrings, back is all going to come into play here to help with the further make the workout intense for the quads, increase the intensity. That's what I was trying to say. And we're still eating in a deficit, trying to lose body fat and not looking to gain any muscle, so we shouldn't see much of an increase in reps or weight on these workouts. Just looking to maintain muscle mass and lose body fat. So trying to go straight up and down on these squats, try not to have any sudden jerking or thrust into the weight. Got 1 or 2 more left in the tank, and then we'll move on to hamstring curls. 1 set to failure. Alright guys, here we are again. We just completed the superset of leg extensions and squats. Now we're going to move on to a set of hamstring curls. No warm-up set required. We've already warmed the hamstrings up with the squats when we did our initial warm-up sets, and then also taking that set of squats to failure. The hamstring should be plenty warmed up, And we're going to shoot for 10 to 15 reps to failure here. Oh, and anybody that's watching who might be interested, I use Jocko Fuel products, creatine, greens, pre-workout, and I bought a gi for jiu-jitsu from them and a rash guard, but they're having a buy one get one 50% off deal right now at Jocko Fuel through Labor Day, or well, I don't know when the sale stops, but they're having it. It's a Labor Day promotion, but just in case anybody might be interested in that. Slow and controlled throughout, just like with every other exercise we do. We just about reached the point of failure now. Once we do, we're going to move on to a set of calf raises with dumbbells. This was 90 pounds here on this hamstring curl. And here we go with the calf raises. I'm going to take it one set to failure. The weight we did for the leg extensions was 160, and the weight we did for the squats was 175. The hamstring curls was 90 pounds. This will be 85 pounds in each hand dumbbell. And I use these wrist straps here for the set, so that way my grip doesn't give out before my calf muscles do, and I can take it to failure for the calves. And just like with the leg extensions and the hamstring curls, we're going to shoot for 10 to 15 reps to failure here. Try to go all the way up far as I can on the positive portion of the movement, and maybe hold for a second or two, slowly lower on the way down. And usually once you get to the top with the calf raises, you feel like you can't go any higher. You can usually go about an inch higher, quarter inch, something like that. Once we get these completed, we're going to move on to a set of hanging leg raises. I believe we get around 14 to 15 reps here before we reach failure. I think on the last rep or two, I actually fall off of the, yeah, there it is. Fell off a little bit on the block. I got a little off balance, but we regained and completed the rest of the set. And I believe we just about reached the point of failure here, so we'll set the dumbbells down and move on to hanging leg raises for the last set of the workout. One more set's gonna do it. This is the final set of the workout. It's gonna be a set of hanging leg raises, and I believe we completed four full reps And then 4 or 5 half reps. I've been trying to work up to where I can do 10 to 15 full range reps, but these are pretty difficult. I used to do weighted crunches with a weighted vest and a dumbbell, and it just, seemed like I was making a little progress, but it just, something didn't feel right about it. It didn't feel natural, or the progression didn't feel genuine. So I wanted to move on to something like this here. That way I know for a fact whether or not I'm getting stronger in the movement or not, and I'm just not putting my body in a certain position to where I can move the weight easier, which was my fear with the weighted sit-ups. But yeah, did them 4 full reps and 4 or 5 half reps to failure, and that was it for here. But I'll go ahead and do the outro so anything doesn't get cut off the end there. This is Jacob with H.I.T. H.I.T 98 for YouTube, H.I.T for TikTok. It's high intensity training. If you guys like the videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.